Everyone I've spoken to tells me I'm going to love this DLC. That I need to have all of my relationships and my love interest set and all of that before heading there. Apparently it's a point of no return. Until once you start that, there's no coming back. It essentially ends your playthrough, or your Inquisition playthrough anyway. I'm sure big decisions are going to be made that are going to have a big impact on the next game. At least I hope so. Now, the Descent, I think the Descent so far was my favorite, just because it was in the deep roads. Honestly, they really couldn't go wrong as far as that goes. Not with me, anyway. The Jaws of Hakkon was beautifully done. I really liked the map. I liked the area. It had a nice variety of stuff to explore. This is supposed to be really story and lore rich. And I imagine it's going to send us off with a bit of a goodbye also for our character. You know, maybe not the big goodbye that we got in Mass Effect 3, ending that story completely, closing the pages on that book, but pretty much a way to say, thanks for playing Inquisition, and we look forward to the next one type of thing. I hope we get some of that also. There's going to be some cheesy moments. I mean, there has to be. Got to have some cheese in there. And we're back at my favorite place, Hilamshiral. Friggin' Den of Vipers.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
Colin doesn't like this at all.
Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Alright, so Orlais looks at us as a powerful tool, a weapon of sorts, and Ferelden would have us disbanded altogether. And if I had to lean one way or another, I would lean towards Ferelden. Because the last Inquisition, it didn't amount to really any good thing. Maybe we could nip this in the bud, so to speak.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the exalted plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Since Corypheus fell, I think you may have spent more time traveling than I have.
It keeps me out of trouble, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
Oh, with respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, your worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras. For one, I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
You once told me about the first Inquisition that took place 800 years ago. You said that when their battle was over, that Inquisition soldiers sheathed their swords and went home. If our battle is truly over, perhaps it's time for us to do the same.
Thank you. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Yeah, I don't know that telling her that was a good idea, though. She's a bit of a busybody, to say the least. Alright, so a couple years have passed. This is a bit like Dragon Age 2. So we get time has passed, and now we get to catch up, see what everyone's been doing over the intervening past few years. So we're going to do some talking to folks. I hope that doesn't bore you guys. I'd like to see what's going on with everybody. So Dorian's become a ambassador to Tevinter. Cassandra's, of course, the Divine.
There must be something here.
What do we have? Collectibles? What was that? Expensive dog treats. Okay. Sure, why not? Hard in Hightown. Oh yeah, all the Orlesians really like his seedy tales of the goings-on in Hightown. Okay. One of these days I will get all those together and read them in order. Just to hear Varric's tale. I know it revolves around Aveline and Guardsman Donic and stuff like that. Okay, that was the room that required the Hollow statue to get in.
Divine Victoria keeps close counsel on her position.
Well, this is new, I think. More expensive dog treats. Okay. Alright. Circle. I believe the Circle and even the Chantry and the Seekers and the Templars and all that were essentially formed from the First Inquisition. And these are a bunch of failed institutions. That's what I'm looking at. So when I think of keeping the Inquisition going, that it inevitably becomes corrupt and turns into, well, what you see today. Why restart that?
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
She schedules friendship.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chats with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
I do wish you'd warned me the game would take more work after Hilamshiral.
It's strange. Those were somehow simpler times. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Apparently, it's, yeah.
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
That was... one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Truly.
That part with the glittery... and they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it.
Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
So her night out was explosions and things being set on fire. That sounds fun, I guess. I don't know. My only real experience with Orlesian culture is that it's not good for your health. Yeah. Sorry, I can't respect a people where their national pastime is finding ways to kill their friends. Yeah, sorry. That just doesn't sit well with me in any way. Let's see, Leliana's trying to, start up nug farming? Trying to breed schmooples? Maybe? I don't know. Josephine in the last few years. So this is just catching up. Yeah, this is a bit of a goodbye. Kinda, to the fans. Not like a forever goodbye. Like Mass Effect 3. But just a, kind of a, hey, hope you enjoyed the ride here. Inquisition was a really big project. I almost think this project was bigger for the developers than it was for us, the fans, the players.
Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
And I don't mean to be less than flattering, but I'm thinking that they probably talk as much about this game amongst each other as maybe the fans do. Maybe even more so. Who knows? Okay, oh, well, I see lots of little symbols for, I'm assuming party members. Yeah, there's Varric.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
That would be
And
Sebastian.
the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
Am I interrupting something important?
Yes.
Which is perfect, because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
So why is he here with messages from the Merchants Guild?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
Do what?
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
Why don't you do that?
So, it turns out, you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
Do
You
what?
can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
What are you up to? I feel like I should be suspicious.
Look, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
Dude.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
It's like, cool. Can I try it?
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
I could see Varric losing the Kirkwall keep in a game of Wicked Grace. I could see that. You'd do it with some panache, some style also. Totally. Gold cravat. Why do I have a feeling these are going to be important? Along with these dog treats everywhere.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, what's up with that? Blackwall in the last few years. Blackwall disappeared. Warden Blackwall is no longer with the Inquisition. Warden Blackwall... Let's see. Warden Blackwall wasn't Gordon Blackwall. Gordon the Warden Blackwall. He wasn't a warden at all. He was once a Norwegian captain. Interesting. Everything about that dude was just flaky and fake. Okay, well. It's good to know I had a good read on that dude. I don't care if he considers his own story tragic or not or whatever, but it's not my concern. We had a lot bigger fish to fry, and yeah. He was kind of useless in that regard too, honestly. More expensive dog treats. Alrighty then. Alright, well let's see what they got for sale. I'm totally down with shopping. Oh wow, looks like just about everything. I'll buy some of this stuff. I need some of these things to make, oh, I got a bunch of money too. Like, a lot of money. Alright, let's spend it on, I don't know, something. Looks like that was just about every herb you could possibly harvest. What's that? Unique greatsword. On hit, chance to bind enemy with evil eye. Meh. I have no idea what that even is. Evil eye. Defender belts. Magic defense. Spirit resistance. +5 strength. Armor penetration. +5 critical chance. And a respec amulet if you need one. Okay, cool. Oh wow, that's cheap. Pure spirit essence for 16. That's nothing. Oh, so you can make infinite runes, huh? You know what? Honestly, does it really matter now? I mean, they already made it clear once you start Trespasser. That's it. You are closing the chapter to Inquisition. You're ending your game. But if you want to go ahead and beef up all your gear, then okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. I don't know if I need any of this. I'm just throwing money away just because. All right. So what might this be? Metal? Yeah, it looks like it. Metal. Okay, dragon bones. We might make a new staff or sword or armor or something. And it's all infinite too. Interesting. I still don't agree with the whole infinite dragon bones thing with any merchant. I mean, like, really? You know, that kind of cheapens what should be a pretty rare material. I don't know if I need any of this. I can spend money on something, right? Might actually, make something at some point. Okay, I guess we have leather here. Dragon scales, I'm guessing. Yep, dragon scales, snowflare skin. Just blowing money. I've never actually spent it on anything. Sure, why not? There you go. Considering all we've done as Inquisitor, though, we should have stuff. Alright, crafting place. Gotcha. More expensive dog treats. Is that to assume that maybe there's a Mabari around that's not going to try to kill us? Now that Corypheus is gone, maybe the whole madness that's overcome every friggin' Mabari in all of Thedas, maybe that's over now? Maybe dogs are sane again? Is that a village down there? Looks like it. Farmlands and stuff. Okay. They must serve some purpose.
Well met, your worship.
Activity in the Winter Palace. Okay. Change my appearance while I'm walking around here. I guess we should look good for the Exalted Council, right? Dorian in the last few years. Okay, well, he's all mixed up in politics too, it sounds like. Apparently, being part of something big like the Inquisition has gotten everybody mixed up in politics, basically, even Colin. Except for Sarah. And probably not Iron Bull either. I doubt either of them are going to get any kind of office anywhere. They wouldn't have it. Cassandra's got the worst of it. She has to dress up as the Divine and sit here and rub elbows with these idiots. All day, every day. No, not cool. Poor girl. She's certainly not cut out for that. How are you supposed to get to that? Another hard and high toe. And more expensive dog treats. Alright, well, we got to catch up with a bunch more friends, but I'll give you guys a break on that for a minute. If you want to subscribe and click that button up top. If you want to catch the entire Inquisition playthrough, you can click that image in the middle. It should send you straight to the playlist. Appreciate you hanging out, and we will catch up with more of this in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.